EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Right away, they'll change the look. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Levis out of the shotgun now. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Levis back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. Robinson up the middle, pushes past him, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Levis now off of play action. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run with Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Levis. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Levis sets up to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Great defense there in 3rd and 4. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Silver, ready? 63, 63, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now Levis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Levis from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there. Let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. 73, 73.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down.
Good, check.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Crowd left Yanni. Like a Hornet.
Hurts. open man. That's Devontae Smith. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Shootout. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So here's Shootout following the touchdown, back out to kick off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
Division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Levis to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Levis looking to throw.
affected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll take it a few. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Hopkins. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Hurts. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Call up Yeti. Hey, 73, 73.
Back to throw again. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeti. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16, Eagles 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 40-yard line.
A handoff. Swift running to the left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Levis to throw off play action. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Levis. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On second down, Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Hurts changing up the play.
Third and 13.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Philadelphia! DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And we'll put them on top here in the third. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Levis. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. First and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, it's Levis. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Third and down short. It's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Making the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown tonight. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Levis back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping them maintain their slim advantage. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Eagles send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Hardman on the return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Levis. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Levis to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Levis to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the
touchdown Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Levis looking to move him around a bit. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This is 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Miami.
Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes 2nd down.
73. 73. Yep.
Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Levis to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Levis. That's out wide here for Robinson. The Eagles
the game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to it okay.
Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. with his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tiger Hornet.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Great. Crowd left Yeti.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.